Well, welcome back to my channel. There's been a little bit too much positivity on this channel, so I'm here to bring us all down a notch. If you're looking for positivity today, this is not the place to be. You've been warned. This is an episode of Rude Review where we're going to watch something and I'm gonna share my critiques. Today we're going to review a celebrity home for this episode of Rude Review, and joining me is one of the absolute rudest people I know. It's my sister. Now you're on.
Now I'm on.
Now you're on. Cool. This is my sister Elizabeth. The very first time she appeared in one of my videos, someone very aptly commented that she is the 𝐁𝐈𝐙'𝐿 Kardashian of our family.
I don't know what that means. I've never watched that show.
Which is the most Kourtney thing that she could say. How do you feel about
I don't think I should be compared to some stupid reality TV hoe, really?
You should be.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be. One of the biggest complaints I got in the last episode of Rude Review was the popcorn eating. The sound of me eating popcorn. So
People complained about that?
a lot of people.
What little dickwits.
There's a condition called like misophonia. Chelsea Mitchell has it where like you actually can't tolerate the sound of people chewing.
That's absurd. I'm sure in the Middle Ages no one had misophonia. They had the Black Death.
Well, I was gonna eat these blueberries instead, but I feel like maybe that's still probably gross.
Because they're less crunchy. No, I'm sure they'll still come up with some excellent complaint about them.
Welcome back to Rude Review. Here we go. Okay, Elizabeth, I've created a scoring system, a rating system. I'm gonna post it here for you and I to reference, but I'll put it larger. Okay, so at the top, actually we'll start at the bottom. The very worst that you can rate something is detest.
Okay.
Just detest.
The best is I'm gonna murder you.
The best is I'm gonna murder you.
These are like a 2 negative scale.
No, I'm gonna murder you is very positive.
Oh, okay.
Detest, period. Slightly better but still terrible is I refuse. Slightly above that is decline. Somewhere in the middle is I don't appreciate. It's still quite negative, but that's actually the middle. A little more tolerant than that is I'll allow it. Starting to get pretty upbeat is it's whatever. Above that is how dare you, that's very positive. And then there's the rare and elusive, I'm gonna murder you. Do you follow?
I think I can just about wrap my mind around it.
Okay, rude. Let me get the TV going. Elizabeth just said, who are these idiots we're watching? We are watching Architectural Digest Open Door inside Debby Ryan and Josh Dunn's fascinating Ohio home. That tells me a lot because in these Arch Digest...
You can't live in Ohio and be fascinating.
Okay.
That's obviously an oxymoron.
I lived in Ohio, shut your tongue. Ohio's a great place.
Really? We have to pretend to be nice to Ohio in a rude review? This is a rude review. I thought you were going to let me let loose.
It's so scary to be mean on the internet because it just means everyone's going to be so much meaner to me. Are you comfortable with that?
Let them be mean to me.
Okay. Give her your worst.
Come at me, YouTube. Whatever.
This is the thing. I feel like as soon as I say something negative, then people want to attack me, which you can. These things are not mutually exclusive. Two things can be bad at one time.
Totally. Usually many things are bad at one time. What?
Because people will be like, you don't like their house? Well, I hate your house. These things, it's an irrelevant comment. Like, yeah, two houses can suck at once. Me saying that I don't like their house doesn't mean that mine isn't also terrible.
True. Okay.
Moving on. Debby Ryan and Josh Dunn. I don't know who either of these people are.
They're very pale.
So, Debby Ryan seems to be an actor. Notably from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Wait.
A classic of French cinema.
And she is married to Josh Dunn.
Looks like he has gauges in his ears.
Yes, I think he's a musician, Elizabeth. Josh Dunn is an American musician best known as the drummer of the musical duo 21 Pilots.
Okay, good for him.
Okay, good for him. What gives me pause about this tour is that already Arch Digest has the adjective they've chosen. Okay, let's see the adjectives they chose for other ones. Is like cozy, tranquil, inspiring. For this tour, they named it fascinating.
Right, so that means it's going to be weird and probably non-functional and kind of dumb.
Yeah, it doesn't seem super positive to me.
Look at their hairstyles.
Look at their hairstyles, review number 1. Okay, as I've said before, nothing is off limits. I'm going to be critiquing the design a little bit, but nothing is off limits for critique. in this video or in life.
Looks like Chewbacca.
Oh. Josh, it's for you.
Oh, hi, AD. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio.
Hate it.
You need to make sure if you're saying commentary, tell me to pause so we can hear you.
All right, pause.
Oh yeah? What do you want?
I hate it.
Okay. Reference the scale. What part do you, where are you on the scale so far?
Hard decline.
Hard decline?
Yeah.
What are you reacting to?
The splash of images that they've showed us. I haven't been able to dwell on them in depth yet, but just like the vibe I'm getting is not good.
Okay, so far it's a decline.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that you will notice as you explore the home is that we like things that look like other things. And it sort of was just a few playing with scale and surrealism.
Sorry. We like things that look like I have a complaint. That's what they said. They like things that look like other things.
It's hurting me. It hurts. I'm crying.
Okay, this is a thing. I feel like this is like a very like young people's just got a house kind of thing.
Was that a cob of corn with a bite taken out of it?
Yes, and I have stuff to say about it.
So we have corn and we have cabbage that looks like flowers.
But it's not corn. It's actually a stool.
That's right. That's a good point. It's not corn. It's also bigger than corn would be.
Okay, this like things that look like things. I feel like this is a very like young people like.
What the f do they mean by that? Things that look like other things.
A stool that's in the shape of corn, or these like little statuettes that are in the shape of mushrooms. And I feel like that's a thing when people first get a house and they're young and they're like, we want to get a bunch of things that like say something cool about us, like make a statement about us. But it's like likely not even what they really like to live in. It's just like a bunch of weird statements to like make you look funny or like make you look. It's annoying and
it's kitsch.
It's not even a statement about yourself because I've seen that exactly that corn stool in another AD tour. Wait, let me finish my sentence. Emma Chamberlain has the exact same, just got her own house, has the exact same corn stool. Everyone's trying to make a statement about themselves, but actually none of them are saying anything because they all just got the same thing.
It's pathetic. It's so pathetic. What do you think a corn stool says about you?
I'm gonna say, so far, I don't appreciate.
It's just terrible. It's just so bad.
One or two of these things, sure, but I actually don't believe that they even really like this stuff. I don't believe them.
They're trying to project the idea of like who they think they are, which are apparently like artistic, like, you know, slightly non-conventional, alternative people who have corn in their house for stools.
Alternative people who have corn in their house.
And that's
that classic stereotype.
If you need a corn stool to be interesting, you're not interesting.
Okay, that's pretty well said.
A lot of our friends are authors or writers, and
Yeah,
so
I bet they are.
their books are up here. My mom's book is up here. A sweet flex when you buy an adult home is to have like a bust. His brother, Jordan, who's one of our best friends, his girlfriend is a really talented sculptor out of Germany, and we had the opportunity to commission a bust.
Elizabeth,
so much. I can't watch. I hate them so much.
Do you know who that bust is of?
It's The Rock or whatever his name is.
It's The Rock.
What does he do? He's just a rock.
He's a talented, athletic man and actor.
He's like an enormous man.
Yeah.
Right?
I find him delightful. I don't hate that bust.
Really? Why would you want to have that in your house?
A bust of The Rock? First of all, you have a bust in your apartment.
Yes, but mine is like of the Greek goddess like Athena or something. It's not of The Rock.
This is kind of a Greek goddess.
Right.
I, for some reason, don't hate the bust of The Rock. I think mostly because they got it commissioned and it's actually unique to them, as opposed to like something they picked up in a store that Emma Chamberlain also picked up in a store to make a statement about how unique they are.
Right, that's true.
So I don't mind it as much. I still feel like they haven't come up with personalities for themselves.
No.
Also, in the last AD tour, I talked a lot about male actors and like the energy of a male actor. Can we tell here which one is the actor? There's a very specific energy. Before we dive into making some enemies, I want to thank AG1 for making this whole YouTube channel possible today. AG1 is comprehensive, powerful nutrition made crazy simple. Every single morning, it's the first thing I put in my body. AG1 is made up of 75 high-quality, whole food sourced ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens, carefully curated to nourish all the body's systems holistically. I started taking AG1 first thing in the morning. Every morning, I fill up with like 8 to 10 ounces of water, shake it up, shake it good, make it count. And that's the first thing I put in my body in the morning. It like sets an intention for the day. I'm starting off with nutrition for my body. It's a nice daily habit that just creates consistency in my day. It's a more nutritious and supportive way to start my day than immediately just putting coffee in my body. I do also feel myself craving coffee less. It is like a nice energy boost that's sustained without like a caffeine high. It helps boost energy and mental clarity. No complaints. I also first thought to check out AG1 because it supports hair growth and healthy nails, and I just want to be a beauty queen, so sue me. It's an effortless daily habit of comprehensive nutrition that supports your mind, body, energy. It's just a really great way to start off my day. You could do either one scoop, or AG1 also makes like a travel pack, so it's just very easy to take with you when you're traveling. I'm using this bottle all the time. I also just really like, I'm a sucker for a good container. I think I've said that before. It remains true. You just take it once a day and that's it. Very easy. Just a very light, fresh flavor. There's just no way to lose here. You guys can go to athleticgreens.com/CarolineWinkler to get started on your order. And AG1 is gonna give my community a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D3 plus K2, as well as 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. If you wanna bulk up your morning routine with a nice, consistent habit, a feeling of wellness first thing in your morning, I really recommend AG1. And thank you so much to them for sponsoring today's video. Okay. Back to the rudeness.
We love fresh herbs. I love to cook. We love beverages. These are secret fridges.
Do you have an identity that does not involve we? Do you have like individual preferences?
Oh, that they keep saying we?
We love herbs. We love fresh herbs.
I believe they do.
We love fresh herbs.
Okay, I believe.
If I ever say we love fresh herbs, you will know I've been lobotomized.
Listen, they're in love and they're excited about their house. So far, their very boring house. This kitchen was not inexpensive, and yet it looks essentially kind of like nothing. Yeah, they have this like there's a certain kind of brass. It's like a very yellowy green brass. It's like the brass you get in West Elm, and it does look very cheap, even though I'm sure their kitchen was not cheap. Looks like they picked like the first white tile they found, and it's just all the white. It's hard for me to believe that this kitchen was actually designed. Like they have these very cool stools.
So sterile.
It's completely sterile. It's like there's actually nowhere to look because everything's just like a white out.
Blinding. It's like a laboratory.
Like literally all they have to do, that's a really nice like blush pink they put for the stools. It's nice they bring in a round shape and like the soft pink. Throw that pink up on the cabinetry. Throw it on the backsplash.
Throw it up. Yeah.
Put like a pink, like a light pink, like blush marble on the countertop. Literally anything.
Word.
There's almost shut the fuck up. You almost don't know where to look in the kitchen because there's no focal point. There's no focal point, and there's nothing to break up all the white.
I think they want you to look at their fresh herbs.
We love fresh herbs.
It's crazy how big and how expensive this kitchen was, and
how crap it is,
and how much nothing. Tone it down. How little is going on in there. I'm gonna rate this kitchen. I'll allow it.
Really? You're gonna allow it?
I'm gonna allow it because now I'm thinking they designed this themselves. I feel like they're doing their best.
Here we are in, what do we call it?
The cathedral room, sometimes the sunroom.
Sometimes the sunroom. It's wild.
The sunroom.
Do they have small children?
They don't have children, no.
Alright, so it's just that they're still children.
When we first moved here, I think the very first thing that Debbie wanted to do was to get our friend Stabs Mila to come out and mural this room. I got some paint out, and we were all up there kind of throwing paint on the wall.
And then this is...
They're so artistic. They were just throwing paint on the wall. Just like slapdash, throwing paint on the wall.
Just slapdash.
As the muse moves them. What artists?
Okay, they are, I feel like, so he's like this little musician guy. You know what, I want to applaud them for doing something different at least.
No.
Would I? Yes. Shut up.
Don't applaud them.
Why? They're doing their best.
I don't care.
Their best is so bad.
Their best is shit.
Their best is shit. But what I love about, like, in making your home is if it can, you know, it's all about, like, the experience it provides you. So I appreciate that them painting this mural was, like, probably an amazing, fun experience of them creating it with their friends. Do I like it in this room? I do not. I'm glad they had that experience, though. I don't really understand what's the layout of the room is so nice. I love all the big windows and, like, the wall-to-wall, like,
You're being so positive. Is it because I'm being so negative?
It's because I have to balance you out. Okay, I refuse to look it up, but I think I'm officially decided that that they did not get this room designed. Hold on, I have to look it up. I think they did this on their own. I'm kind of confused at how they got an Arc Digest tour. Why?
What makes you think they did it on their own?
Because literally nothing in this room is
sense.
cohesive. And it's not that you can't mix patterns and can't mix colors, but it's like they brought in like 10 different patterns and colors, and each is like an equal piece of the pie. There's no dominant, there's no accent. That's the problem. It's not even that there's so many colors and so many patterns, is that like everything is equally loud and in an equal proportion.
Good analysis.
Thank you. Oh. No, it looks like they did use designers.
They paid money for this shit?
I think they paid money for it. She's doing her best.
It'd be fun to kill someone in that house, I would say.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
Productive place. This is the main living area. We certainly had a vision, and we came across Fawn's Galley's work.
Okay, I know what their home reminds me of now.
What?
Have you ever been inside a WeWork?
Yes.
It's a WeWork. This is like a shared commercial co-working
space. It does feel like a corporate, but they've tried to make it like fun
and cool,
and colorful,
or like a Silicon Valley tech office where they want you to feel as if you could live there, but you certainly don't live there. There's nothing very homey about. They keep talking about this cohesion, but once again, it just feels like everything is kind of at equal volume with each other. The living room was like a little more cohesive than the rest. I think that's where they had the help with the designer. They said.
I mean, honestly, WeWork is not quite as bad as this.
I actually kind of love WeWork.
WeWork is better than this. You know, they imploded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good documentary. I'm gonna give so far the upstairs is an it's whatever.
It's so generous.
What do you give it?
I hate all of it.
Use the scale.
Detest.
This is sort of a rope ladder.
Tell me
to
that's
our
not a
treehouse. We can sort of envision this, and it'll bring us through our portal.
They have a portal?
I don't know.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
This is an homage to some books and to two of...
Do you know what an homage is?
I love that she called the fact that there are books on a bookshelf an homage to books.
Did she say it's an homage to
Those
books?
are just simply books on a bookshelf.
Wait, is that really what she said?
Yes.
This is an homage to some books and to
No, it's just an homage to
two
some
of
books.
our great accomplishments. I was my school. This is the bathroom for all of it. It's clutch to take a shower, obviously, as this is the place where we're sweating and stuff. There's also another great piece of art. A fan painted
Okay,
it.
pause. Listen.
Way too many monkeys to shower.
Way too many monkeys. I'm gonna say it's whatever.
Look, one monkey, fine.
They made a choice with the monkey wallpaper. It's colorful, it's fun. I appreciate. But if you're going to do this wallpaper, it is a huge miss that they didn't take that purple and carry in like a deep purple tile into the shower. Like, then it's an immersive experience. Right now, it just looks like a white bathroom that also has wallpaper. As soon as you make it a purple shower, or do like, you can do like different tones of purple. You do like a deep purple shower in the tile, a lighter purple of like a smaller size on the floor. Then it's like a cool purple bathroom that's been designed. It's close. They're getting close, but this actually just looks like a renter's apartment bathroom.
Stupid monkey wallpaper.
That they put monkey wallpaper on.
Yeah.
Just take it a little bit farther. Take it a little bit farther.
These were...
Okay, Elizabeth, you have to say one positive thing.
No! Don't make me.
You have to.
No, I won't.
Come on, you have to say one positive.
I'm sick, I'm not being positive.
You have to say one positive thing. If you say one positive thing, then I'll let you say all the rest can be negative.
I'll think about it. Let it play. I'll see if something positive comes to mind. I can't force it.
That's true.
I can't lie.
Now, in here is, I gotta say, my favorite room.
Okay. So this is the same mural that they had in what they called the cathedral room, and didn't like it in that room. But like, it feels very appropriate in their recording studio. It feels like very fun and energetic and like unique for their studio. It's not that I don't like the mural. It's not about like the thing itself. It's, I guess, what you're aiming towards. Right?
Yeah.
Say something nice.
That's true. I just want to save the dog. I feel like the dog needs like a prison break, you know? Like, get the dog out. Poor dog.
We kind of internally, jokingly named the studio the Boom Boom Room.
They call it the Boom Boom Room.
Where they make booms.
Where they make booms.
Then we send reference photos back and forth.
Are you shaking your head?
I hate these drums.
Love their fresh herbs.
It's more fresh herbs. I feel
fresh
like
herbs.
I didn't expect to have an opinion about this musician's instruments, but
There's too many herbs on them.
too many herbs. As a design element, I hate these drums.
Yeah. I need some chocolate. Do we have any?
There is chocolate.
I can't do this any longer without chocolate.
There is chocolate. Hold on, but don't chew too loudly or they'll get you in the comments. Okay,
Okay.
back with chocolate. Keep your chewing to a minimum.
Is recovery center. This is extremely Josh's jam.
Out here, we've kind of turned into, you know, in a sauna, getting another sweat.
A lot of times for me, that is my primary sweat.
But then the cold plunge.
Cold plunge! Everyone who has money that they don't know what to do with is obsessed with cold plunge.
They're just taking some cold water and putting it in a tub.
It's literally hot people cold water. Hot people, rich people cold water.
And it seems to be a thing men are into.
Up we go to the place where we rest.
The place where we rest.
This was our Christmas gift to one another.
We started drinking a lot more filtered water, so we got a filtered water dispenser right outside of our bedroom, and now we use it in the morning and night and all in between.
We have currently saved 517 plastic bottles so far.
We are-
Okay, have the filtered water dispenser, but why does it have to look like
It's so ugly.
it's in an industrial kitchen?
Yeah.
All you have to do is like put a panel over top of that or put it inset into the wall. It's popping out of the wall.
so ugly.
It
Or
looks
it's
like a gym hallway. But then the bedroom actually feels like the first designed cohesive space we've seen. Not that I'm obsessed with it. Doesn't look like it belongs in the rest of the house. None of the rooms really seem related. I actually really like the drapes with the ceiling and like the dark kind of turquoisey
Yeah, you like that moody
trim.
kind of
I like it. I like
vibe.
doing those like contrasting patterns and like I love an immersive experience. Like a floor to ceiling, feeling connected, as opposed to something that feels like, oh, this is a bathroom and here's a wall with wallpaper on it. Like this feels like an immersive experience. That's what I mean when I say it feels like the first design space we've seen.
And then the ceiling fan. It's very Ohio.
I think it's an Ohio thing. That was like maybe one of very few points of contention that we ever had designing this house.
But I lost that one and I'm glad. It's great for the sleep and yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say this about ceiling fans. People get so upset about putting in a ceiling fan. It's gonna ruin the whole room. It's like, it's really not a big deal. Let me save you the time and researching energy. There's no such thing. Nobody makes an attractive looking ceiling fan. There's really not good options, and it's not gonna be that big of a deal. You can put a ceiling fan in. It's really not gonna ruin your space if you need it to be functional. They said it's an Ohio thing. I don't know what that means. I feel like they have fans everywhere, but I'll allow it. I feel like it's one of those things that when you're designing a space, you're looking at every detail and you're overstressing at the significance of some things that really won't have significance. It's gonna be fine. If you want a ceiling fan in your room, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
Good advice.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting that you want to give practical design advice in this video.
So you're like confused when I'm saying something sincere?
Yeah. I thought we're just here to be idiots.
I do like that they did a built-in like dresser in that little nook in the wall. I like that. This is what I feel like gets more creative about smaller spaces and weird spaces, is then it forces you into more creativity. There's like a weird wall space here and they filled it up in like a fun, bespoke way. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive.
Good job.
In the last video, the house was tough to look at. I didn't want to be too negative. I didn't want to be too much of a bitch. And I think everybody thought I was too nice. I can't get it right.
That house was pretty crazy.
It's hard to critique people's homes. It's their home. I'm like, they're doing their best out there.
Yeah, but we don't know them. Who cares what? We should be as mean as you want.
That's true. I think you are being as mean as you want. Are you holding back?
Yeah. I would say yeah, I am.
And so
I feel like it's a lot of velvet. Is that a velvet bed though? I'm gonna say right now and forever, I just don't like velvet. I don't like velvet. I had a velvet couch previously because it was like the only thing I could buy in COVID. I don't like velvet. It makes me feel like,
Feels tacky.
no, it literally gives me like a visceral reaction. You know, like when you have a pencil and it gets down to like the nub and then it's just like the wood part and you try to write on the wood part and it makes like that feeling, that sound on
Like
paper.
nails on a chalkboard?
Not quite like nails on a chalkboard. It's like it literally makes me like feel
That's
like
how
I need
velvet makes you feel.
That's how velvet makes me feel. I'm like, I need a glass of water.
I'm going to put that information to good use one day.
Dance, Liz. Dance, damn it.
Oh, I'm sick.
thanks guys for coming to our first ever marriage home collab. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really nice having you guys in Columbus. Hopefully I'll see you soon.
Ew, what was that?
Thanks, Heidi.
She tried to seduce me.
I don't know.
It was like weirdly coquettish.
I don't know how they got this AD tour. So many people compete for these home tours.
Who are these people? Let me look for
I don't know if is there something significant with them happening right now. Usually it's like someone who's big in the news at the moment, or they have a beautiful home. I'm not quite sure why this one was here. I'm gonna give their home a solid.
I feel sicker since watching that.
I'm gonna give it a decline. I'm gonna give it a solid decline. Props to them. Some things I appreciate. I feel like their heart was in the right place and they tried their best. They did some original things. They made some bold choices. I feel like the advice I want to give them is to be like, to me it feels like they're out of touch with what they actually enjoy.
Stop trying so hard.
It feels like a lot of trying.
It's so much performance and effort and
It feels like a lot of trying to convey something about themselves as opposed to just like building the home that feels good to them. It doesn't seem like any one of these things is just what they genuinely connect with, except maybe the music studio. Have you come up with something nice to say yet?
no. I don't know, I'm trying, I really am. I didn't like anything in there. I really didn't.
You know what? I think they seem sweet.
They seem annoying. Would you want to hang out with them?
No, but that's not the point. Do you think they want to hang out with you?
I hope not.
Okay. We need to go to the drugstore and pick up some Dayquil.
Yeah.
This has been an episode of Rude Review. I would say this will be one of the rudest of all time. Thank you to Elizabeth for being here and being rude.
Thank you to me.
Thank you to you. Yeah, are you flattered? Even when she was sick, she
No,
came.
I was thinking myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, she was thanking herself. Even when she was sick, she came and filmed with me.
I was pretty useless though there. I really didn't give any helpful interior design feedback.
I didn't expect you to bring feedback. I just expect you to bring your normal sunshiny personality.
Okay, good.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
You did a really good job. A+. I'm gonna murder you. What do you give me?
You were so cheery and sunshiny. I found it very off-putting.
That's pretty much it. Thanks for hanging out today, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I shut the fuck up. I hope I chewed a little less loudly to everyone, but I that's how much I care about you, is that I gave up the popcorn for you. I do appreciate you. I read your feedback. I read your comments. Let me know who you'd like me to review next. I'm trying to do ones that other people haven't already reviewed, but maybe we'll review TV shows or something too. I'm not sure. Also, do want to give a heads up. There probably won't be a video, I think, for the next 2 weeks, and come back with some very exciting videos
Ooh.
at the end of April.
Yeah.
Rumors about a room makeover. There were rumors.
The bathroom makeover.
Yes, bathroom makeover. Coming out.
It looks good. I've seen it.
Shh. Do you want to do the outro for this video? Do an impression of what you think a YouTube outro is like.
What is an outro?
Like when you like just wrap up the video and say all the things you're supposed to say at the end of the video.
All right, should I be Caroline for a moment?
Yeah.
Let's see, how does she do this?
That's your impression of me.
I'm getting in the headband, Caroline style. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was a lot of good, helpful now I can't do it. Yeah, no, it's really hard.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was really helpful, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks to Elizabeth. She's pretty sick. We're gonna go take some cold medicine. I appreciate you all, and I will see you, I think, in 2 weeks. Have a great weekend. Yay!
Was that a total disaster?